Okay, this one I didn't believe. I had to try and redo my test like 10 times in a row just to realize what I was hearing. And it had me to question myself. Do turntables mats matter? This one is $500. It's made out of aerospace grade carbon fiber. Is it worth it? Welcome to the Bast Audiophile with your host, the Bast, an audiophile. And today we look at Corby's Audio Carbon Turntable Mat. For those who don't know, Corby's Audio is a HiFi dealer out of Toronto, Canada. They carry premium HiFi products and brands. They've been in business for over 10 years now. And based out of the sound they present at audio shows and the brands they carry at their store, they're true passionate. I discovered that dealer at Montreal Audio Fest like 4 years ago. Their room sounded the best of the show. And I was surprised to learn that they produce their own turntable mat out of premium aerospace grade carbon fiber. The disc is stiff, heavy and shiny, easy to clean and to remove dust from. When you put it on your turntable, it stays in place and doesn't want to come out. It's stable, a calm force on the surface of your turntable. The first thing I noticed compared to my leather turntable mat is that it doesn't stick with static electricity to the vinyl when I remove the vinyl. This is a huge improvement because my leather mat always sticks to my vinyls after playback and it's a hurdle. The Corby's Audio Carbon Mat just stays in place all the time on the turntable. Wow, that's cool. It's a nice benefit, but is it worth $500? The answer will depend on the sound, right? Does it sound any better? Any different? The answer is yes, and my turntable isn't fancy by any means. I could not believe that a turntable mat could change the sound even by a little bit, so I had to think why. It does change the sound a little bit. It's subtle, but it's there. The sound is a tiny bit more crisp, more tight. The attack of the piano notes are slightly more dynamic. The tonality of the trumpets is more vibrant. Everything sounds a little bit more strong and detailed. Even the bad details of some recording pop up a little bit more to the ears. The background noise is a bit darker and music sounds more defined. It's like the feeling of strengthening your spine, but to the ears. How is that possible from a mat? I asked myself. I could not believe what I was hearing, so I had to swap like 10 times from my leather mat to this carbon mat. But at one point I had to recognize what I was hearing. The explanation I came up with is that a turntable mat is like the tires of a car. It's what makes the contact grip with the surface. If it's flexible, soft, and accumulates vibration, it has a different sound at the stylus level than when the vinyl stays stiff, solid in place, with no vibration at all, and no movement at the nanometric level. Here we must stop and understand what it means. 1 nanometer is the smallest size of information human ears can hear in the vinyl groove. A cartridge can grab sound from a nanometer bump in the groove. A nanometer is 1,000th of a micron, and 1 micron is 1,000th of a millimeter. So a nanometer is 1,000,000th of a millimeter. Cartridge can grab sound and vibrations that are 100,000 times smaller than hair. 100,000 times smaller. It's very, very, very tiny. So when a turntable mat is flexible and allows the vinyl record to vibrate even by a tiny, 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 tiny bit, we can hear that. And the sound is more blurry and less defined. One thing I noticed from Corby's Audio's carbon turntable mat is that my cartridge is a little bit misaligned. I told you that sounds can get a little bit more detail with that turntable mat. Well, I can now clearly feel that my cartridge is misaligned and has some distortion. It's still hard to believe that a turntable mat has that effect, but when I use my rationality, when I realize that at the nanometric level things happen, I must agree that the difference can exist between a leather mat and a carbon mat. My turntable isn't fancy at all. It's very affordable. But even with my not-so-hi-fi Old Techniques turntable, with my not-so-hi-fi Anna SL cartridge, and my not-so-hi-fi Billy M Class D amplifier, I can hear slightly a better sound with that turntable mat. If you have a chance one day to try a carbon mat, please leave a comment down below in this video. I would love to know your true impressions. Because right now I feel a little bit crazy to believe that a turntable mat can make a difference in the sound. It's just a detail for audiophiles to debate about. It seems like a detail, but at the nanometric level, a very, 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 very tiny level, to reach that level of understanding, you need a very special and powerful microscope. It's so small that it's hard to comprehend. But cartridges are very, 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 very sensitive. So are our ears. A carbon turntable mat does sound different. You can find a link in the description below if you want one. I don't make any commission. If you like this product review, please subscribe to this channel. I try often to present you with unusual findings in the HiFi industry. Also, if you'd like to participate or at least follow the making of these videos, you're welcome to join our Patreon. This helps greatly this channel. On this, thank you for your time, take care, enjoy good music, and goodbye.